I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It's Indiana and the home team. Well, compared to the rest of the league, C-Web, both these teams play at a very deliberate pace. Not up and down, but they're thoughtful in the way they attack.
Yeah, and we usually see this style of play more on the East Coast. And there's nothing wrong with taking time to run through the offense and make sure that you see every option. If you keep the ball moving, it can wear a team down on defense. Very rarely do you see a team play defense for the full 24 seconds of a shot clock.
Good perspective. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Smith is out there with Mr. Fundamentals. Then it's the Machine. Then there's Red Hot. And it's the Prophet in at the 1. Here's the Prophet. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Good D by Mitchell. D passes to Thomas. And here's Reed. Over Smith. Wow, way off on that one.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. Here's Indiana. Here's Langford. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Mitchell outside. Pass to Reed. Kicks to Thomas. 5 on the clock. The layup off target.
And the cold start gets a little colder. Just 1 for 4 to start the game.
It's hauled in by Thomas.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
Now, here is Reed.
No flow to their offense at all yet. I mean, just 1 for 5 from the floor to start the game.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The pass to Sims. Back to Reed. From the arc. No good that time.
Well, he's having a tough go at it so far this quarter. Not much dropping for him.
Pass to the Prophet. Stolen by Mitchell. Thomas goes in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First trip to the line for him here. And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Indiana trailing here. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, he knows this other team blocks shots, but he doesn't want his team to change its approach. said, we've got to attack the paint. We can't just live outside. I told my guys, when you go up strong. So, Kevin, they're going to take it early and often to the front of the rim.
That's great, David. Thanks. They've got their hands full against a team that plays such tough D.
And that's why you got to be flexible in terms of your game plan, particularly on the offensive end. They might have to try a few different approaches till they find one that works.
Well, Greg, I think the best approach is a solid motion offense, a lot of back cuts, ball movement side to side. Against a team with this kind of defense, good movement is always the key to breaking them down.
And it's Mitchell missing. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Smith, no good. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Thomas kicks to Mitchell. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Mitchell's got his first points in this one. And so here is Indiana.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
Yeah, when you only see a team twice a year, it's tough to get a good read on them. It's why so many of these East-West matchups wind up with a split.
Here's Sims. The rebound by McRoberts. Here's Morgan. Will not go. This is off the front iron. To the middle. Here's Thomas. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Passes it to Thomas. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. And so here is Indiana. Here's the Prophet. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Indiana again missing. Mitchell outside. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebound by Smith.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Thomas passes to Reed. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Now, Chris, this is what we've been waiting for. Opening day, everyone starts with a clean slate, and optimism is high.
There's optimism for every team, even the ones in the middle of rebuilds. And for the fans, I tell you, this is the best day ever because everybody's team is undefeated, and it's possible for anyone to win a championship. We're not in February, the doom days of February, where fans have their head down because the record kind of shows them the reality of the situation. So right now, this is for the dreamers. This is for the fans to root their teams on. Optimism is abundant, but it may not last that long for some teams.
Good perspective. T's checked in for Thomas. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Davis is checked in for the Machine. Fresh comes in for Smith. Hunter's checked in for Mr. Fundamentals. And it's Green in for the Prophet. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count him.
Indiana leading. Outside, Davis. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here is Reed. Pass to Mitchell. Clock at 6. And that's going to be a travel. Jay's checked in for Red Hot. Indiana leading by 3. Green kicks to Hunter. Here's Fresh. White covering. Fresh, the pass to Davis. He gets that one.
You can see the D just a little slow getting to the bucket. I mean, he'll make you pay for that.
Reed the pass to T. It's stolen by Green. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Indiana shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
The first one falls. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Now, here is Reed. He's covered closely. The pass to T. Right side, White. 18 feet out. It's rebounded by Indiana. Pass to Hunter. With the floater. Got a piece of it. And White kicks to Reed. And the 3 off target.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Newman's checked in for D. Passes it to Hunter. Indiana moving the ball around. T, the pass to Reed. Yep, that one goes. Reed's got 6 points.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of height, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For Indiana, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. Everyone seems to suffer small injuries, C-Webb, over the course of a season. Who does the best, you think, at battling through those minor bumps and bruises and injuries and still continues to play well?
You know what, Kevin? I can't answer that question because whoever does it does not let us know also that they're hurt.
They hide it. Yeah, good point. You're right.
Because the main guys that get through it, they're not going to tell you.
Good point. Here's Newman. Following the score by Indiana. Reed kicks to White. There's the pass to T. In the corner, Reed with it. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Drains the 3-pointer. He's got 9.
I don't think they were expecting that shot. They didn't really make an effort to get out on it.
Green against Reed. Pass to Davis. Outside, Green. That's tipped. Green against Reed. Here's Newman. That shot misses. And Indiana will come the other way. Shoots from 12. Hunter, the pass to Jay. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Davis has got 6 points. Davis has gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Reed the pass to T. shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws. And the first one drops. Some changes for Indiana. Fresh comes in for Fresh. And it's Anderson in for Hunter. He's off on the second. Indiana leading by 6. To the inside, Jay. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For Indiana, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And the home team has possession. Trailing here by 8. Here's Champ, guarded by Green. White down low. Pass to Newman. Here's Champ, passes it to T. Clock at 4. The second chance effort. The rebound by Anderson.
Nice work to get good position inside. You just can't quite get as good a look as he wants.
And here they come. Here's T. Here's White. And so it's Indiana holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting first quarter.
Indiana leading by 8. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Indiana. Davis is out there with Fresh. Then there's Anderson. Then it's Green. And it's Jay in at the 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Reed kicks to Thomas. Deflects the pass. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. On Tuesday. Then on Friday. See, we have a quick tactical question here. As a big, when you're defending the pick and roll, what are the things you're looking to do? How do you handle that?
Okay, I'm going to try to rapid pace this because this is what goes through your mind. What did Coach say in his shoot around? Wait a minute, who is this? Is this Steph Curry that can dribble, or is this Thompson that loves to take a step back? Or is it a player like Durant that loves to hit you with the step back? Or who's setting the pick? Is it a guy like Thompson that's going to slip? Or is it a guy like Dwight Howard that they can throw it up to? Is it Capella that may slip and go through and you still throw it up to and you can't get back? Who's communicating?
Wow.
Who's on my team in the corner? What shooter's in the corner? Because they can't leave the corner to come help. Do I hedge hard? Do I not hedge hard? Oh, no, this is the NBA. It's the greatest players in the world, and even if you do it right, they're going to score anyway. That's kind of what goes through.
That is something else. Indiana leading by 10. The pass to Fresh. On the wing, Green. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Indiana.
And this is the #1 ranked team in the conference, and for good reason. You can see the way they utilize a variety of areas of the floor for their scoring, and it's a well-designed recipe that they rely on. For all the other defenses out there, make note of this shot chart.
Now, here is Reed. Inside, White. Fresh pulls it in. Outside, Davis. Reed with the steal. He kicks it to White. Pass to Reed. Back to White. Tries it from 19. It's rebounded by Indiana, and they turn it over. Stepped in the line that time. Mitchell, he's checked in for Reed. Indiana also making some changes. The Machines checked in for Davis, and it's red hot in for Jay. Gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Thomas. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Clearly a foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, Thomas. Silks checked in for White. And Indiana with a change here, too. The Profits checked in for Green. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Indiana leading by 9. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And that's now 7 points for Red Hot.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Thomas feeling it out a bit. Kicks to Mitchell. Over to the wing. The shot's good from Sims. Sims has got his first 2 points.
Way to work the inside-out game. Draws the defense in and kicks it out for the open shot.
Indiana moving it around. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
D, he's checked in for Champ. Pass to D. He kicks it to Sims. Here's Newman. Passes it to D. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Shoots from 8. The offensive rebound. Dishes it to Sims. The pass to Mitchell. A second chance effort. Unable to get that one. And Indiana will go the other way with it. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Draw 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Thomas kicks to Sims. Newman the pass to Thomas. Pass to Sims. To the wing on the left. The dish to Thomas. Over Anderson. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark.
Come get it, come get it.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Out to the right wing. Langford the pass to Morgan. Goes up again, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his first free throw of the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw missing. For a long time, beat writers and media personnel have determined NBA awards. C. Webb is someone who's been up for some of these. Do you feel the voting system as structured now is fair?
I don't know how it can be fair if it doesn't have any players or coaches involved. You know, I can't necessarily vote on the best doctors because I don't know what it entails, but I can definitely trust other doctors to give their comments on their peers. I think peer awareness is some of the most reliable that you can go for. But, I mean, we have some very knowledgeable writers, sports writers, and media personnel that know. But for the most part, you need help of the players and the coaches to make sure that the integrity is there.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Puts it up from 12, and it's off the back rim. No good. Here's Newman. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Indiana leading by 10. Smith outside to the wing right side. To the inside. And then Smith with the dunk.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And it's Thomas at the elbow. Kicks it to Sims. Mitchell outside. Pass to Thomas. And here is Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. It's rebounded by Indiana. The Machine's got his 4th rebound in this one. For the 3. And Indiana, another 3.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement. And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke, right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
Fresh is checked in for Indiana. To the middle. D passes to Sims. Here's Mitchell. Passes to D. 5 on the clock. Top of the key. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Smith the pass to the Prophet. Here is McRoberts. From deep. No good that time. Good D by Mitchell. From beyond the arc. Sims the pass to D. Here's Newman. Second shot opportunity. Here's Sims. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Here is McRoberts. To the paint. Here's Fresh. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Newman. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here. And he knocks down the first one. White, he's checked in for Thomas. Indiana also making some changes. Hunter comes in for Mr. Fundamentals. And it's Green in for the Prophet. Good on both. Green with the ball. He's got 5. There's the pass to Hunter. Here's Langford. He kicks it to Green. Shot clock at 5. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Getting only 21% from the field so far. Pass to Sims. Here's the 3. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting. Smith the pass to Fresh. Shoots it up. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Sims dishes to Mitchell. Inside. Here's Sims. Fresh pulls it in.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Now here's Green. Pass to Langford. Three-pointer on the way. It's good from long range. Red Hot's got 13.
His three-point game is heating up. That's his 2nd 3 of the quarter. 3rd overall.
Down low. 8 feet away. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Smith finds Green. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Passes it to Newman. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
And that's a play they'll run over and over, fellas, as long as he keeps working.
Now here's Green. 7 points in the game. Here's Hunter. Sims with the rebound. Sims has got rebound number 8 now on the night. D passes to Newman. And there's the pass to White. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. Indiana leading by 16. Outside, Green. Ball's knocked loose. Reed with the steal. Fires for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Indiana leads by 16. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Taking a look at Indiana. Kenny, some perspective, please.
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
They relied way too heavily on the three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound, Ernie. They were off. But they still settle for the outside shots. They got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Red Hot has really been making it happen, guys.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And Indiana shooting reasonably well, 45%. Z out there with Silk. Then there's Smooth. Then it's Thomas. And it's Reed in at the 2 spot. And for Indiana, Prophet is out there with Red Hot. And it's Smith. And it's Mr. Fundamentals. And it's Morgan in at the center, filling out the middle.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get mentally prepared. Then you come out and give up that? No.
Now, here is Smith. Pass to the Prophet. From the arc, hits the three-point bomb.
There isn't any player in the league who's going to pass up that shot. There was nobody near him.
The Prophet's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Reed kicks to Sims. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from the baseline.
Oh, look, he's got to find better looks, or he's never going to pull out that funk he's in tonight.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision-making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana on Friday and then on Thursday.
Two shots.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Indiana leading by 16. The Prophet passes to Langford. There's the 3. Kept alive by Indiana from deep. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Mitchell kicks to Reed. Here's the Prophet. And that one goes long. Being a rough 22% so far in this one. Sims, the pass to Mitchell. The shot's good. Mitchell's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Here's the Prophet. Covered by Mitchell. Passes to Morgan. There's the pass to the Prophet. Tries it from the top of the key. A rebound by Mitchell.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Sims inside, covered by Smith. The shot by Sims, no good.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
Here's Langford. Reed covering.
Nasty. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those,
Yeah.
that's for sure. That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. One of the stories here, red hot, getting it done today.
They got to start guarding him out to about 28 feet because he's killing them from long range.
Fresh is checked in for Smith. Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Pass to D. Here's Sims. Over to the left wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Reed. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Langford. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Inside, here's Sims. It's tipped. They retain possession. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. Indiana leading by 19. Here's the Prophet. Got a piece of it. Here's Reed. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
No, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Here's Reed. Following the score by Indiana. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Reed. And Indiana making a change here. Davis is checked in. And both free throws good for Reed. Indiana leading by 19 points. Kicks to McRoberts. Passes it to the Prophet. To the inside, Davis. Makes it off the glass. Davis has got 8 points.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
Now, here's Mitchell. Hits the target from 18 feet. And that's now 6 points for Silk.
Facilitating from the inside. I mean, that can be a valuable asset from any offense.
Pass to McRoberts. Davis surveying the floor. Here's the Prophet. He's guarded by Thomas. Just 4 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. Nice spin off the left rim and in. That's 10 points for Davis.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
Outside Thomas. He kicks it to Reed. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. He's got 13.
Up and under and in. I mean, thinking on the fly with the double clutch.
To the left wing. Here's Langford. Reed covering. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
And that's a play they'll run over and over, fellas, as long as it keeps working. And he's been trying to do it all himself, and it's not working. Instead of forcing shots, you got to focus on moving the ball and keeping everybody involved.
Champs checked in for Mitchell. Indiana also making some changes. Fresh is checked in for Fresh. Hunter comes in for Mr. Fundamentals. And it's Green in for the Prophet. Thomas dishes to Reed. Back to Thomas. Here's Champ. Outside Thomas. Clock is at 3. Here's D. That's tipped. And he recovers it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Indiana leading by 21. Langford, the pass to Davis. Here's Hunter. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Green taking his time here. Over Thomas. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. The pass to Reed. Buries the long-range jumper. Reed's got 16.
Look, that matches his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 in the first. Now he's got 1 in the second.
Green finds Davis. And Thomas with the block. Champ, the pass to Sims. Here's Reed. A 3-pointer off the mark. For Indiana, they've gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Pass to Langford. Reed against Green. Pass to Champ. Just his first attempt. Goes back up. Fresh pulls it in. Fresh has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Hunter. Misses from close range. Thing is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Sims. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
He's the key if they're going to make a run. He's been way off this quarter.
Some solid defense from Reed.
Look, you can't defend down low much better than that. Refuses to give him an easy path to the bucket.
2 shots. Foul. 2. Two shots.
And that one falls for Sims.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And both free throws good for Sims. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Indiana. And there's the pass to Langford. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Red Hot's got 24.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Champ, the pass to Thomas. Now, here is Reed. He's tightly guarded and good that time.
No, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Green against Reed. Here's Langford. And not sure what he was thinking there. Just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. It's stolen by Davis. From the top of the key, it's good. 6 points for Fresh. 32 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Champ. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Smith checked in for Indiana. He doesn't get the second one. Indiana leading by 17. Shot from 12. Davis kicks to Green. Smith left side. On the wing, Davis. Pass to Hunter. Here's Smith. Some solid defense from Reed.
I like the burst to the bucket right there, but the finish has got to be better.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Indiana out in front, leading by 17. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Thomas. Mitchell is out there with Reed. Then it's Silk, and it's D in at the 3 slot.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And the call will be against Red Hot. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Machines checked in for Fresh. Mitchell against Green. Morgan the pass to Green. No good from outside. Only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Mitchell against Green. Thomas kicks to Sims. Clock at 6. Here's T. Off target from outside.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It could be difficult to contest these shots, but not for him.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Pass to Sims. Now here's Thomas. Defense is right there. Here's Reed. Sinks the triple. Reed's got 12 points here in the second half.
And they're going to have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall.
Now here is Davis. Free throw good, Davis. And Indiana making a change here. Nick Roberts has checked in. And both free throws good for Davis.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Mitchell passes to Thomas. Reed kicks to Mitchell. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Indiana. The Machine's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside, Green. Smith feeling it out a bit, kicks it to McRoberts. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Kevin. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
Yeah, fellas, he's a monster. He's never seen an offensive rebound he didn't think he could get to.
The Profits checked in for Indiana. And that one falls for Davis. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Reed kicks to Thomas. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Fresh is checked in for the Machine. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Thomas. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. D passes to Thomas. Reed kicks to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. That shot missing. And Indiana will come the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Outside Thomas. And the call will be against D. That's his first foul. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the middle, low block shot on the way. Mitchell's shot is good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
The Prophet passes to Davis. Floats it up for Davis. Passes it to the Prophet. Here's Fresh, covered by Mitchell. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Poked loose, and they're moving it up. Here's the Prophet, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Just 28%. They're offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. Mitchell kicks to Sims. And the call will be against D. That's foul number 2 for him. Red Hotties checked in for Indiana. Thomas dishes to Mitchell. Now the pass to Sims. It's rebounded by Indiana. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's the Prophet. Pass to Langford. Left side, Davis. He kicks to McRoberts. 3 on the clock. Here's Fresh, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That free throw, no good. So he comes up empty, missing both. Gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And that one, good. Reed's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he's just not going to give up. I mean, if he has to do it all by himself, that's what he's going to do.
Here is McRoberts. Passes it to Langford. Over Reed. Here's Fresh. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And Indiana leads by 19.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
That's part of what makes him a great player. His effort level always stays high.
Thomas, no luck.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Here is McRoberts. Outside for Davis. Now the pass to the Prophet. Here is McRoberts. He's guarded by Thomas. McRoberts misses. Gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Mitchell's shot is good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Indiana leading by 17. The Prophet passes to Langford. Here is McRoberts. Pass to Fresh. Goes up the baseline. Here's Davis. And it's Reed pulling it down. Reed's got his 6th rebound on the night. D passes to Sims. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Langford. Left side Davis. Pass to the Prophet. Passes it to McRoberts. Second chance shot. That's short off the rim.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Count that one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's the Prophet. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Red Hot.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they've needed to be aggressive. And boy, did he make them pay.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Indiana's head coach was saying to the team. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there, use the clock, and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's the Prophet. Here's Fresh. Now the pass to the Prophet. Sinks the three-pointer. The Prophet's got 7 points for the quarter. Gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Mitchell right side. Kicks it to Reed. Pass to Sims. That one misses. Good work defensively by Smith. Indiana leading by 16. Pass to McRoberts. Smith with it. Here's Fresh. It's hauled in by Thomas. In a low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. Mitchell kicks to Sims. Passes it to Reed. Can he keep it going? And that one hits back iron.
He gets the shot he was looking for, and he just can't bury it.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Indiana.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Red Hot.
He had those defenders shaking their heads. There were times when they thought they had a handle on him. And then just like that, he'd go off on another tear.
The first free throw is good. Some changes for Indiana. Anderson, he's checked in for Mr. Fundamentals. And Jay's subbed in for Red Hot. Both shots good from the stripe. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, White. Here's Champ, and there's the pass to T. To stop the run, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And when he squares up, his height makes him a tough assignment.
Yeah, even when you get a hand up, it's hard to really affect his shot.
Here's the Prophet. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.